everyone, today we're looking at something a little bit different. In fact, so different I've not even sat down yet. We're not looking at a gas mask today. We're looking at something else interesting that I got recently. This is basically my own little restoration project. Now see, it's going to be quite simple. We're going to start off by pulling off the outer edges. We're going to undo all the straps, we're going to file it down, and completely shitting you, this isn't even a file. I just had some old rusty tools lying about after I found a bunch, so I figured I'd fuck with someone. Right, we're going to be looking at this, which I'm very pleased to own. This is a, I believe, a Mark II, don't quote me on that, Mark II Brodie helm. Brodie helmet from the Second World War, you'll notice the W, it's a Warden's helmet. Now for some reason no one's touched upon these on the YouTubes. I don't know what this stripe indicates, but whatever. This is a Warden's helmet in green because it's from Ireland. Apparently the Irish had to use green because you got to get that stereotype in there somewhere. So quite solid. Yeah, it's no gas mask. I'd have to run over what fucking filters it takes and everything and everything. Hopefully you can see it in there. Crunches a bit, the sponge on the top of the head. What's interesting is that the drawstring around the part that would tighten it is actually a shoestring. Bear in mind this was the Second World War, so supplies were low. Runs along there. The liner isn't in my size, so I don't wear this. It's obviously got rusting around there, and I put the strap up there temporarily. Do not store them like that, you'll put stress on the strap. So don't leave it on for long periods of time. Bear in mind, still nicely elasticated. So very dusty, and the leather crunches, so I'm not going to fiddle about with it too much. As you can see, it's very rusted at what I would consider the front. I would consider this the front end. Yeah. Just because of the way the knot is at the back. And the damages to the front. I just assume this is the front end. This is the way it was listed on eBay. This cost me £62 after postage, and it came very nicely packed from the lovely people over at www.militaryantiques.co.uk, and Mr. Robert Treadwin of Military Antiques. This is very nice. I'll show you the other side. Yeah, it's got an offer thing. Like a written offer for free postage from his site, so I'll probably actually use that. I'll read out the rest of it though. So it says, "Dear collector, please find enclosed your recent purchase from eBay. Please email us for us of safe arrival of goods, and any positive feedback regarding service would be appreciated." I've already given 5 stars and everything, even communication. I always do give them communication 5 stars if the item arrives as advertised and on time. I've never been ripped off by eBay, thankfully. People always say it's scummy. I trust Amazon less. Even Hermes. I've never been burned by Hermes. It's weird. Please view our website, and with your first order send this compliment slip for free post and packing worldwide. This offer is only open to items ordered directly from our website and not eBay. Again, Robert Treadwin, and a bunch of signed stuff on it. So, lovely item. You should go and check them out at www.militaryantiques.co.uk. If you want helmets, they've got helmets. It's mostly German stuff. They've got a few pickle halbs on there. They've got good shite. It's great. I don't say shite as if it's bad. People have brought that up to me before, that I say shit for good things. I don't intend to. But, yeah. They sent me this. It's a very lovely item. I didn't know it was Irish until after I'd bought it. It's a shame. There's no rusting to the buckles, but of course it is starting to green. So I'm guessing it's copper or brass. But does brass green? Or is it exclusively copper? I can't remember what brass does. Anyway, same as the screw set in the top. It looks offset there, doesn't it? Don't know if you can see it. Anyway, chin strap is still adjustable. None of that's gone rusty. Like I said, it's just going a bit green. That's alright, that comes off with ease. No markings on it properly, apart from the date, which is 1939. And, yeah, good luck if I can't. Wow, I can't believe I managed that. Wow, okay, so let's just pretend that shit show didn't happen. You can't read it, basically. It's a very lovely helmet. It's solid. While it feels kind of It doesn't feel thin. It feels exactly as thick as it is. And it feels quality. Like, weight plays a big part when it comes to buying metal products. Like, you like them to be weighty. I mean, take for example this. Like, I like that because it's weighty. Like, compared to newer ones, where they feel like they're made out of aluminium foil. So I'm very pleased with it. Believe it or not, I'm not going to use this rusty flathead screwdriver to take off the top. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press my finger on the bottom part. I'm going to twist it off with my fingers. Because these aren't done up tightly, and you don't need to do them up tightly. Hang on to those though, because if you need a replacement, they're 13 quid on eBay and fuck that. And there's your liner. It does look like the kind of thing that's strapped to your head before administering electroshock therapy. I'm a very big fan of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but not that much. The sponge is very lovely still. At the top, still very spongy, you expect. You can see it's made out of mostly leather and some plastic. What's funny is that it's got that old World War II smell. I can only describe it as World War II smell. Because my World War II British gas masks smell the fucking same. It's... how do I explain it? Like old leather and plastic that's been on fire. But a long time ago. That's the only way I can describe it. So there's your liner. It's not always easy to get them with the original liners, and it's a shame that it doesn't fit me. Like, it sits atop my head. It's for a small person. So here's basically your shell. You can see it's kind of rusted on the inside, but the green is still very vivid, especially around the edges here. So I'm very pleased with how green it is, with how Irish it is. I'm a patriot of my own country, and the Irish and the British, not specifically the English, haven't exactly had the best history. But, oh well. You can always put it aside, can't you? Because you can appreciate history from another country. Like, you can't say, oh, I'm not going to collect Nazi stuff because they're fascists. No, don't collect them just if you don't want to. Don't do it because they did bad things in history. It's fucking stupid. I mean, look at us. I'm pretty sure the British have done worse things. Over time, of course. If you want to talk in terms of countries that have done the nastiest shit to people, I'm pretty sure the Japanese have that down. Or the Mongols. Mongolians. I didn't come here for this. Right, so there you go. There's your helmet. It's solid. It's sturdy. Try and not damage the paintwork. I sent a video of this to my friend and I knocked on it. And he said, why does it sound like a pan then? I think the word you're looking for is metal. Why does it sound metal? Because it is fucking metal. Not much to say about it. I just feel like more people should talk about old helmets like this. Of course, there's the chin strap. Like I said, it's still lovely that it's still elasticated. Go and check out the website that I mentioned, www.militaryantiques.co.uk. They sell very good stuff and it is good quality. Like I said, this was 60 quid just due to the rusting on the front. But you just don't look at it, and there you go. It's very nice. I wouldn't do a restoration thing on this. In fact, I'm probably going to sell it. But I'm still very pleased with it. So big thank you to Robert Treadman who sent this. It came very quickly. It was actually, like on eBay, when you pay 6 quid for something, usually it comes second class. And you get it the next day after, because that's how second class works. I paid £6 for postage on this, and it came first class tracked. Instead of it just being chucked in a fucking wheelie basket, like most of my normal, in fact every other package is, it arrived by van. So that's lovely. Here comes the hard part, trying to figure out where the fucking bolt is, or the screw. Come on. Come on, I know you're right. Oh. So, haha, there we go. Threaded. Rounded end towards your head, flat end at the top of the helm. Like I said, you don't need a screwdriver for this. Just make sure you know exactly where the hole is. It may take a bit of work, but you'll get it eventually. I don't think I've got it. This isn't what you came here for. Well, dang it. Well, anyway, hope you enjoyed a brief, it was meant to be brief, look at a World War II Brodie helmet, Mark II. Like I said, 1939, and green for Irish. It's an air raid warden's helmet, not just, you know, like a prison warden. There we go. Got it. Nice and in. Lovely. Good solid item. If you can pick up one of these, please do. I 100% recommend it. Old Brodie helmets are really cool. They look kind of like crap because of the shape. I wasn't very fond of them, but yeah, thanks to this I've warmed up to them. So thank you very much for watching. Like I said, do check them out. If you can pick up an old helmet like this, I do insist you do. And if you've got a green one, there you go. Now you know. It's an Irish warden's helm. Air raid warden. Specifically, these are the guys who would stand outside, tell people when the blackout hours are. You know, just keep watch, really. Like the civil police, civil protection.